What's up, everyone? I'm Janitor Jake.
I'm Chris Cabellas.
And welcome to the American Gaming Geeks. Stupid.
What? Ready?
I don't want the likes of you watching my back! The chopper's waiting! You're done!
Alright, so welcome back for another episode, and we're just going to get started, so anything new with you in the world of gaming? No? Nothing?
Not too much. I just went down to Indiana to visit the relatives, and I came back. My sister finally returned my PlayStation, and Lara Croft Tomb Raider Chronicles and Tomb Raider Revelations, so that was pretty cool. Now I can play those. Other than that, not too much.
Alright, yeah, sounds cool. Yeah, nothing really new with me in the world of gaming, besides editing and doing what we normally do. But one thing I was trying to do is we've been trying to figure out what games to play. And the problem that I have is for our Halloween episode we did A Nightmare on Elm Street. But we were going to do Resident Evil 4. But as we were playing it, we realized it was a 20-hour game. And it's like, dude, okay, come on. You know, and we have to work, we have to do stuff to pay bills. This isn't our life. We can't just sit down and play video games and get paid, millions of dollars to do it. So we don't have time to sit down and edit and play through these 20-hour games because you got to get up, you got to go to work, you got to do stuff like that. Usually once a week we get together and we film. So we've been going through, and I've been trying to go through and figure out a bunch of games that don't really take too long. So that's pretty much what's new with me, just doing a bunch of research, figuring out which games will take a long time, which games won't. Yeah. So, it will help now that we do have the capture card, that Hopage thing, once we can really get it figured out. Because I want to do a lot of newer stuff. I want to do the PS3, I want to do the 360, and newer games, but it's such a pain doing that with our technology and what we got. What are we going to do? Put in, play Skyrim? I mean, give me a break. How long would that take?
Forever.
Stupid. So...
yeah, we have to figure out ways to do that, incorporate longer games for just a review. Yeah, and it just takes a lot of basically practice and researching. So.
Yeah, because, editing itself takes forever.
Yeah.
Just like, anytime I edit a video, like the Mario, Sonic, it doesn't matter, it always takes me about 20 plus hours to edit.
Yeah.
Cutting out all the shenanigans, all the stupid baloney where we're not saying nothing and putting in the good stuff. It's like, it just takes so long to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
editing is extremely time consuming if you've never done it before.
And that's the problem is
I know we've done it before. I'm saying in case you haven't done it before, audience member, it does take a long time.
Yeah, but so that's like the games we've been playing. They're all short, but they still take a while. Mm-hmm. Now, holy smoke, let's do a 20-hour game and edit that. Holy cow! No, that'll take forever. But once we get the capture card and all that figured out, it should be a lot easier. So
someday we'll get it down to a fine science.
So if people are watching this going, come on, where's all the new videos? Well, we're just trying to work on them. I want to do newer stuff. Mm-hmm. But for now, we're just going to stick with the old school stuff, I guess.
Classic.
So, and of course, classic old school. Today we are playing good old Mortal Kombat. This time on the Sega Genesis. Of course, it's on both Genesis and Super Nintendo. A lot of the fanboys and a lot of the gamers out there will be, maybe play it on Super Nintendo because it's better. Last time we did a Super Nintendo game. We want to change it up. We're going to do Sega again. So, whatever. Figure we'll do this, and then maybe another time when we do Mortal Kombat 2, we'll do that on the Super Nintendo. Or vice versa. So, yeah, nice. Got the manual and everything, so we'll be checking that out. So, should be good to go. You ready to play?
Let's do it.
Alright, now someone actually wrote the blood code in here, so I'm going to try to do this. I don't have it memorized, but it's written down, so... there we go. Code is ABACABB at that Code of Honor screen. So now we're going to have blood. But we're going to have Chris go first. We're going to be real easy with this, so we can actually beat it. We don't want to be playing this game for 10 hours. And guess what? The endings don't really change, so screw it. Very easy, credit 6, because it can be a pretty difficult, frustrating game.
And I'm playing, so we're going to make it easy. See here.
Johnny Cage, the movie actor.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, we're actors. There's Liu Kang, pretty much the main good guy of the thing.
What? Oh, it automatically selected for me? Okay.
That's what you get for putzing around, I guess.
Alright.
No, you won't hurry up, well, too bad. Well, come on. Stupid.
It's a very important decision. It can't be rushed.
So the first guy we got here is Sub-Zero. And you're playing as Sonya Blade. Smoked him right off the bat.
She looks like she just got off of her cardio routine.
Treadmill.
Yeah, she just got out of... Oh, man.
And we're going to be switching off like we usually do. So
She just got out of her yoga class.
it's weird that they put these two right away at the beginning, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Because every time I've played anyway, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are always like the third or fourth. And they always end up getting pretty difficult to fight.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I bet you the reason why we're probably doing so good too, I mean, other than the fact that it's on very easy, is the fact that we're playing as a girl. That's why we're doing so good. 'Cause that's how they always do it in games. Oh, woman? Oh man, let's make her like the most powerful person in the game.
I thought that. Like, what if... like, games... Well, of course, obviously your power is proportional to how little clothing you're wearing. So, you know, if you're half naked, you're going to be more powerful than somebody else. That's just a video game rule. But I was thinking, what if it isn't a matter of making the women more powerful? What if they make it easier because they assume that a woman's going to be playing a woman?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a possibility. Like, oh, it's a girl playing. Let's go easy on her.
Yeah, it's stupid.
The thing with these, as you go up in the levels, they get harder, and if you're not constantly progressing through it, you feel like you're being thrown into the deep end.
Yeah, I know it's going to get really brutal when we get to the endurance part. Like, I don't know. What really ticks me off is there are people out there who are like, oh man, this game, you're playing it on very easy, you shouldn't even be getting hit. Mm-hmm. It's like bull crap.
No.
Like, hate when people talk like that. Stupid. Because there are so many times in this game where the game will cheat, which I guarantee it'll happen later on. Like, I'll be going to do something. That's usually what happens with Sub-Zero. I'll be going to fight Sub-Zero and he'll just keep boom, freeze. Boom, freeze.
She just finished her gymnastics routine.
I'm gonna screw this up. Okay, what am I supposed to hit? I'm like, doing that, nothing. Doing that, nothing. Doing that, nothing. What am I supposed to hit? Okay, I hit A, nothing. B, nothing. C, nothing. A and B, nothing. B and C, nothing. A and C, nothing. And then all of a sudden I'm like hitting them again, and then all of a sudden, oh.
And then it just kept going back down again.
Because I've done it before. I've done it on Super Nintendo, and you just like, you know, hit the buttons or whatever.
Huh.
Really fast.
I wonder if there's a code. Do you get more of those? Or is that the only one?
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be like one or two more.
I don't want to try the next one.
I got really laggy all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Right.
It was like Nintendo, too much crap on screen.
Yeah, it's got those 3D clouds in the background. It's really weird seeing these figures because they're very cut out images. It kind of looks like they're very clearly photographed in a studio, you know?
Here we go. I love this move.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah, so the storyline of the game, for people that don't even really know, there's like different realms. You know, like, Earth realm, Underworld realm, whatever. There's Earth realm and then there's Outworld. And basically Shang Tsung and, whatever, wants to take over Earth realm and do stuff like this. And so they're taking Outworld and try to merge them with the Earth realm. And in order for like Outworld to take over Earth realm, they have to have Mortal Kombat to decide the winner. So they got the Earth realm's best fighters. Which I always thought was really weird. In the games, you can play Raiden, and you can fight with Raiden, but in the movies, it's like, oh no, Raiden's a protector of Earth, but he can't participate. He's just gonna stand back. Like, he was in the game as a playable character. I mean, come on.
Oh, sorry.
I always liked this stage, like Goro's lair.
Skeletons hanging there.
Should almost play as like a Liu Kang just to see if it is any harder.
Yeah.
Because we did some practice runs before we played this, and I wasn't doing this great. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Great. Here we go.
So you just got to do all of them and hit start here. Just so you know, I did not hit start. I was going to.
Yeah.
Because there's a timer.
Then I realized that. Yeah. I didn't.
So it's all three of them then.
All right.
So you were hitting all three of them then. That's what was doing it?
Yeah, I was going ABC, ABC, ABC. All right, I'm fighting myself. I'm very conflicted right now. Oh, for crying out loud! Knock it off.
Yeah, it's weird how they came out with that Mortal Kombat movie back in the 90s, and a lot of people are like, oh, stupid movie, it's pretty terrible. Funny thing is I enjoyed the movie, and I know a lot of other people enjoyed that movie. I mean, of course it's cheesy 90s style, but I mean, they really couldn't have did anything bad for the storyline. It was a good storyline, what they did to it. Then they came out with that, Mortal Kombat, that new Mortal Kombat one, whatever it's called. And I thought that looked pretty cool. Like, the first episode was awesome, and after that it got really cheesy and stupid.
Oh, it was like a mini-series or something?
Yeah. Because people are like, oh man, there's a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out.
Oh, criminy!
See, because you're fighting a woman.
Yeah, she's more powerful. I think you're right.
6 wins in a row. You've mastered the sport of Mortal Kombat. Now go ahead.
Just keep going?
Yeah, just keep going until you beat her. She might as well keep playing as her.
Alright. She is more powerful.
Bang.
Call this one the fire hydrant. Oh, criminy. I'm just gonna totally die.
See, now it's going to pull that bull crap where it's like, oh, yeah, pretty easy, right? Until you get to the one more step up, and now it like went from very easy to like very hard. Like, no matter what you're going to do to her, she's going to block everything you try to do. Look, one more hit and you won't do it. You won't even touch her, and she'll kill you. That's what always happened to me. That always happened to me. There'd be one more hit left, and you'd be at like 0 hits.
You mind if I try again?
Yeah, keep going. But yeah, that's what always happened to me. So you'd only have to hit your opponent one time, and they didn't even hit you once. But you know, too bad. Now they're gonna come back and just beat the ever-loving snot out of you.
Now she does that.
Stupid.
Like, I don't even know how to do that. How the heck do you do that? I'm hitting every single button. It only does one thing. That freaking... Oh, B? Down BB? I don't know if that's right. Everyone's like, no. No, it's not. It's circle down BB.
Yeah, at the end when they like finish her, they have like special fatality moves and stuff. I don't know any of that stuff. I never played the game enough to sit there and study all the moves and, you know, up, down, circle, down, left, right, B, A, start, block, block. I never got into that. It's cool when you do it.
Well, yeah. That's why I like Tekken. You can pause it and say, "What's my move list?" You know.
I know they do that in later Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get destroyed. This is that endurance run where you beat up one guy and then another one pops in, but you still keep your same health where it's at. So you gotta cheat and do stuff like this.
I remember sometime in the late 90s they came up with something, it was called the Gamer's Glove. And it was basically a glove that protected your thumb because people were getting calluses on their thumbs from hitting the buttons too hard.
Did you see that? He was blocking up top. So he was blocking like this, and I did a sweep kick and it counted as a block. That shouldn't happen unless, that's why he had to drop down and block.
Never able to get the uppercut to work.
Look at this. Cheat, watch, cheat time. Look at that. Tell me the game doesn't cheat?
Yeah, trip you while you're getting up.
The game doesn't cheat. Yeah, it does actually. You just witnessed it.
Yeah, it's not freaking chess.
Because what I've heard the game does is that when you go to do a move, when you're pushing the buttons, the game, like, the computer in the game itself, the chips or whatever, the game will anticipate what you're going to do. So if you're going to do like a special move or something, like a forward A, and it like does some, you know, fireball or whatever, if you hit forward, the game anticipates that you're going to hit A, so it'll naturally block right before the fireball, like this. Now he's not going to come over here. See that? Look. I had to not kick. I had to wait till like the very last minute. You want to cheat? I'll cheat then. Oh, now he's gonna come back and destroy me. Yep, watch. Dead.
It's like the game can destroy you if it wants. It just has to prove it every once in a while. It's like, let's roll the dice. Yeah, I'm gonna destroy you this time.
I mean, I'm glad that even when they do block, it does damage. Surprised they actually allow that.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that you can actually do special moves and not drain your health like every other stupid game.
How the heck did you do that? Oh, for crying out loud.
Do the sweep.
Yeah.
Just hold back and then A button.
Hey, oh. I'm hitting B now.
Or B or whatever it is. Sonya Blade is supposed to be part of Special Forces. And her main bad guy is Kano, which is just like, I don't know, I don't even know what he is, a drug lord or something stupid. And then you got Liu Kang, who's like, you know, the good guy, like, oh, the temple, the monks, like, you know, the main good guy of the whole thing. Then you got Raiden, who's supposed to be the god Thunder, protector of the realm of Earth. And then you got Sub-Zero, who is like part of the Lin Kuei or whatever, ninja gang or whatever. And he was rivals with Scorpion, whatever gang Scorpion was in. And Scorpion is actually a specter who died and he came back to life to seek revenge and kill Sub-Zero. And then you got Johnny Cage, who's a Hollywood actor. And then you got, of course, the bosses, which is Goro, who is a prince of Shokran, underworld prince. And then Shang Tsung, which is the sorcerer, the underling of the Emperor Shao Kahn.
Stop cheating.
You're probably just gonna have to cheat like I do. Just constant sweeps.
Well, I thought I was done for sure.
Keep sweeping.
Whatever.
See, the game seems pretty easy at first, and then once you get up there, it's like, no,
Yeah.
boom, instant hard.
Oh, sorry. Faster, faster, faster! Good job.
So,
Just occurred to me, I have no idea what I looked like when I was doing that.
so finally, at the end of the endurance, and we're gonna die because only got like half a continue left.
It mimics your moves. Like, you throw something, he throws something.
Come on, do it again. I'm back A. She won't do it. Just once in a while.
Yeah, you jump to dodge it.
One thing I heard is that you can actually manipulate the controls, like fool the computer into thinking you're gonna do something, and then do something else. Okay, I didn't even want to do that. Finally, flawless victory too.
Why don't you just block all the time? Block and duck.
Yeah, exactly. Now what? Now he's just gonna like totally
Jump over
annihilate
everything,
me.
yeah.
It will be cool to do like the special attacks and stuff, but holy crap.
What?
Yeah, I hate fighting Goro. Come on.
Looks like claymation. Probably is.
They should have put him in clay fighters.
Yeah.
Barely do any damage to him too, probably.
Can you play as Taffy?
No, now let me guess. It'll be no, another endurance run.
Yeah.
Get out of there. Come on.
He has like bowed arms.
Really? Like that was easy enough. But no, I can't do that on anyone else. No, they'll just
Yeah.
pop me. Oh
You
no,
got a big
get to the
enough
boss.
target.
You made it this far.
Yeah.
Good.
Alright.
Oh, you were supposed to fight Goro.
Oh,
Whatever.
Really?
Maybe
Oh,
you'll...
I thought you had him because he's kind of on the same level.
Yeah, that was weird. It went from endurance, and instead of allowing me just to go up
Yeah.
to fight, say like, oh, you're next. Oh, here you go. No, just fight
What the
Goro
heck?
right away.
That was freaking easy.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah. I mean, that was very difficult.
You were...
Oh, son of a gun. What?
Yep, he changes
Oh.
characters too sometimes. Ready for shenanigans now?
Oh, son of a gun. I don't like these shenanigans and goings on.
So what's going to happen is it's going to get to, you're going to get right to beating them. And they'll be like, no, too bad. We're going to come back and beat you. Outstanding. You are the supreme Mortal Kombat warrior. Alright, so that was Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis. Now, of course, you know, people are probably like, why don't you just play as other characters and this and that, you know, whatever, but I kind of wanted to pick one character and go through it. And of course, when you were putzing around trying to figure out who to pick, the game was like, oh, too bad. Get right to the gameplay.
I accidentally picked the most powerful character in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And people are probably like, no, that's not true. Yeah, it is actually, because we've gone through and did test runs. I was Liu Kang, Raiden, you were doing it too, and we were getting our butts whipped before.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, nope, we pick Sonya Blade, and it's like, oh, destroy everyone. But otherwise, what do you think of the game?
Good game. It gets better the longer you play it, though, because you get better. You get warmed up at hitting the buttons faster, and getting, basically just warmed up. It's better. I would play it a couple more times, and I think it would be easier to play it in the harder levels and stuff like that.
Yeah. The only real gripe, like I said, I think it's a great game too. The only real gripes and problems I have with it is the AI cheating. Like when you're sitting there gonna do something, like I mentioned before, they didn't touch you once, and you have them beat all the way to one little hit, and all of a sudden they start like dodging every move you do. It's like very intricately timed. Like you go to punch and they dodge it perfectly. Then you go to kick and they just happen to jump up in the air at the perfect time.
Yeah, and then they turn around and beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, they beat the snot out of you until you die. Or then because I've played before, growing up playing it over the years, and Sub-Zero is my biggest problem. I'd be fighting him and he'd be like, freeze. Boom. I'd fall down. As soon as I'm getting up, he'd go freeze. So as soon as I stood up, bam. Get hit by his power. And
he did that on Sega Saturn too.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, okay, it's getting more and more difficult, Then you get to Goro and it's like, oh, okay. Just do the backflip kick. But you can't do it on anyone else, otherwise they'll beat the snot out of you.
It might have been a psych out. I found the Shung at the very end, Sung, whatever his name was, very easy to defeat at first, but then he became a little bit more difficult over time. But I don't know, it was a little bit easier to defeat than doing some of the earlier levels,
Yeah, so.
But it's weird to have the endurance thing at the end of the game. I think they should have it sort of as a separate thing, Just in the middle of the game somewhere, you have an endurance round or something.
Yeah, I hate the endurance rounds because you could sit there and get your butt whipped on the one guy, and then they never refill your health. But, I mean, this is something they put in there. We got through it, so whatever.
Not bad.
That was on very easy. But, whatever. So, this game did not take very long to beat. 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's what it says on our camera.
Right.
So probably about a 20-minute game,
Sure, it has simple. A lot of replay value, though,
Yeah, definitely.
Like I said, we can go through and play as different characters.
Yeah, go through and learn all the different moves and, cool stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Probably a lot more moves that we didn't use.
Yeah. So, I don't know, the game coming in the original box, with the manual, probably about a $5 game, loose, $3. No, not really. Hard to find game. So, is it worth $5?
I would say $5. Yeah, the last place I saw out of the box was $5. But yeah, I would say even that would be worth buying. I saw it once and I didn't buy it, and I should have.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth $5. I mean, you get the different characters. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of codes you can do to unlock a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. 2 players, you can do 2-player mode. So, yeah, it's a good $5 game. Because also the difficulty, you get very easy, medium, hard, and very hard. So, you can keep changing it up. But, whatever. There you go. Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis. If next time, not the next video, but whenever we get around to doing Mortal Kombat 2, we'll probably throw it down on the Super Nintendo. I also had Mortal Kombat on the Sega CD as well, but never really played that.
Is it any different?
I don't know. I never played it yet. Picked it up with a bunch of other gaming stuff and haven't had time.
Okay.
But whatever. So I definitely recommend picking it up if you can find it for $5 or less.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game.
So yeah, and another thing I thought was pretty funny was I think this is the first time you've actually beaten the game. Beaten a game.
I think you're right.
We did Sonic 2. Mm-hmm. I ended up playing the final level. Mario Brothers 2. I think you ended up getting a game over, and I just kept playing.
Son of a gun, it's a red letter day. I beat a game.
Fighting Force, we did it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Turtles in Time and stuff, but
yeah, that's the first time I ever finished a game. Wow.
Other than Adventure, but yeah, this is the first time we've actually gone back and forth, and then you took out the last guy.
Yeah.
So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, whatever. That's it. I'm Janitor Jake.
I'm Chris Cabellos.
Thanks for watching.